Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how's it hanging? I am back once again with a new game to the channel anyways. This game, Darkest Dungeon. It's quite young of a game. So it's not necessarily fresh out of beta, but it is fairly young. It's not a newborn, it's not an elder, you know, it's not washed up. It's about in its prime, as you can say. So this game is, we're going to be doing a playthrough of this game. This game, if I can explain it real quickly, it's kind of like Dark Souls and Pokemon combined. If that makes any sense, and you'll kind of see what I mean. This game, they don't care. They don't care if you're bad. They make you get good, just like in Dark Souls. How I explain difficulty in Dark Souls is get good. Like if you're bad, you're gonna do bad, but if you're good, you're gonna be all right. You know. So I could sit here, keep explaining the game, everything that happens, but why not let the man himself, the narrator of this beautiful game, great artwork by the way, this beautiful game, explain it for you. So I'm gonna stop talking here. I'm gonna let you guys watch the beautiful intro cinematic, and this will give you guys a taste of the artwork that is in this game anyways. Obviously, if you already know the game, this won't be too new to you, but for people who don't know the game, this is beautiful. It's a good way to just start a new series, get familiarized, whatnot. So here we go.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
So yes, that was the Darkest Dungeon intro. I mean, no matter times, I've watched the intro a couple times now, maybe 3, 4, and every time I watch it, you know, it's great. It's a great intro, one of the best intros I've seen for a game. I love the voice actor for the narrator. It really is a good intro. Beautiful artwork, as you'll see for the rest of the game. So we'll get started now with the campaign. If it'll go, there we go. These are just kind of me messing around here. We'll be starting a new one here. What should we call this? We'll call it. What should we call it? I don't know. Spooky played through. I don't know what to call it. Nah, that's not it. You know what? We will make it. We'll make it pretty much what my last playthrough was, the Trials. Then we'll change it up. Of Darkness. Call it that. Aw, crap. Trials of Darkness will be what we call this save. Here we go. We'll just go ahead and delete these. These are not important anymore. And let's begin. Okay. Seems I'm having a bit of recording issues here.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling...
Okay, so I skip that. I didn't really mean to skip that. So that's awkward. We are frozen right now. Okay. We're back now. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so I accidentally skipped the little intro once you start up a new game. I'll go back, start that up, play it for you guys. So it'll be all good. But more important things on hand. We got ourselves a dungeon to navigate. As you can see, this is a little tutorial here. You click blah blah blah. You can read that in your own time.
Brigands have run up these lanes.
You cannot see my cursor right now. I turned that off, but it's all good.
Just ahead.
You guys use keys, obviously. So we're gonna walk here. Oh, here's the first battle.
This thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
You guys read that on your own. Once again, so pretty much, like I say, it's Dark Souls. It just shafts you. Like it doesn't care. You know, it's gonna make you good, or you're gonna be bad and forever be bad at the game. I mean, don't let that discourage you though. Obviously, you'll learn the game, learn how it works, and you can get around. When I first started, I honestly, when I first played it, I lost this highwayman during this tutorial. I don't know how, but he ended up dying. I didn't think he could die, honestly. I thought tutorial was meant to be super easy, but anyways, it's all good. So obviously there's ranged attacks and stuff like the scrape shot. If there's 3 people here, you can see those 3 little dots. It'll hit them all. Alright. And you know, see the little dots, that determines what position they have to be in your party. You have a party of 4. In order for the ability to be used. To see this one, I have to be in the back 3 and I can't hit the person first in the party. When this one, I can. So I'm gonna use it. Hit him up, 4 damage. Get the bleed proc. This does trigger a bleed proc. So as long as they don't have anything less than 100% resistance, they're really not gonna resist it. I'm pretty sure. And he has 0 resistance anyway, so it's gonna bleed it every time. The Crusader, the Knight, whatever you want to call it, he's like a bit of a tanky bruiser type of person. The starting Crusader I really like. Sometimes I like to change this out for something else, but later on in the game you can change, because each character has roughly 8 different abilities. I think 6 or 8, somewhere between there. And you can, yeah, you can swap them in and out. What set you like the best, depending on where he is in your party, who is matched with them. So you can get really intricate in this and set up like teams, like kind of like in Pokemon. And you can set up builds like with the abilities, like in Dark Souls. That's why I say it's kind of a combination of both. Oh, we're gonna smite him though. This does bonus damage to Unholy. Pretty sure he was Unholy. As you can see, winning victories and stuff, winning battles and things, finding treasure chests, you get gold and stuff, so you can take that. Here's one of those things, you'd click your best city. Let's say, oh, this could be trapped. I don't want my Crusader. Let's say he's low health. I'll switch to Highwayman. Interactor, as you can see, blah blah blah. Open it up. Check inside. Hey, what do you know? There's gold.
A handsome reward for a task well performed. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found.
Oh no, another battle. This is actually the battle where I lost my Highwayman.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and they are.
So this is when I can use a pistol shot. This is a ranged attack. I can hit this guy. So look at that, boom, 7 damage. That's a little over half his health. As you can see their health, if you hover over them, it shows their health. So we got a debuff, we got -2 dodge for 1 round, which is your turns. And I'm just gonna, this guy Unholy, he's human. That guy's human as well. I'm just gonna stun him as he only has 50% stun resistance to stun, only 50%. So this should stun. There we go. You stun for this round, but then you get stun resist. I mean, it's kind of nice. You can't. It also helps with you. If you get stunned, you get the stun resistance after you come out of it. It's kind of nice because you just can't get stun locked unless you start with 0 stun resistance. But I'm just gonna end up killing this man. See, 5 health. Let's see how much damage does it do. It'll say the damage it does. See right down there, 3 to 5. I could take the risk, get some damage off this guy and him, or I can just. Well, either way, I have to get a higher roll than the minimum. But I'm more confident the pistol shot taking him out. He did, got the perfect amount of damage.
Maintain the offensive.
Corpses, blah blah blah, you can read that. Basically, they can get in the way. They can eat shots. Let's say there's 3 corpses in front of this guy. You know, they can't be because he takes up 2 spots. I could only use range attacks till I clear out the corpse. We're just gonna come at him with a smite here. Get some good damage off. 12. I believe that was a high roll. You see many different enemies and characters have different styles of weapons and attacks, and it's really cool. There's a lot of differences. In corpses, they do not come back, as far as I know. Maybe later in the game, there's necromancers or something. I don't know. All I do know is eventually they might fade away. Don't quote me. I don't know if they do. I think you have to destroy them or use an ability that clears corpses. Let's see, his bleed is 20%, so we should be able to get a bleed on him. That's good because he's beefy tank. Bleed will help take him down, kind of like a Pokemon with burns and poisons, you know. And let's see, 6 to 12. He has 13 health left. We're not gonna be able to kill him this round, but we can get some good damage off. Actually, how much damage does bleed doing? Not quite enough. It's alright. See, there's some hits, as you saw there, can knock people back, bring your person forward, bring your person back. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do. You have to really play around it, and you can always move. If they do get switched around and he's still healthy, you can swap him around with this, as you can see, with move. I should probably turn my cursor back on for this game, but I'll do it in the next recording. We should be. Ooh, we missed. Yeah, they're just like in Pokemon. There's accuracy. There's not too many 100% hits in the game. I've found. Oh, we should be able to kill him here though. There we go. Got him. We lost no one. Anti-venom, as you can see, cures blights, poisons, toxins. These deeds and portraits, these are like collectible type things that you use to upgrade stuff. You use to upgrade the different buildings and stuff. You'll see once we get there into the town. Take them all. See, completing a quest, blah blah blah. I could continue adventuring, probably could find a lot of stuff, but I'm just going to return back to the hamlet so I can show you guys the ropes and we can finish up this recording and then be ready for episode 2. And oh, another thing I forgot to mention, makes it really interesting, is there's stress, right? That's what this little white box is by my Crusader. Reynold, whatever his name is. Sorry about that, tapped my mic. Once you get a max bar of stress, which is little white boxes, you get a like a trait, like a resolve. And that's most of the time it's bad. Like you could have your knight Crusader be, you get hopeless and sometimes he doesn't attack the round because he just gives up. Or you could have your healer, which is a like maiden, I think it's called, something like that. It could have the trait greedy and it won't want to heal anyone else except for herself. You know, sometimes it's pretty fun because it just kind of cancels each other out, but it makes it really interesting. You gotta be really careful about stress. And there's a second bar of stress. Once those little white boxes get filled up, the second bar they turn into flat white boxes. Not a little white outline box, but a full white box. Once that's full, once all those white boxes, the whole entire bar is filled up with solid white boxes, your character has a heart attack and dies. No matter where its health at, no matter what buffs it has, it just dies. And you don't get these heroes back. They die, they go away forever. And after every single mission, you get some traits. It could be bad, it could be good, but you know you can adjust them and take them off at different places. So here we got soft. He loses max HP. Stress faster, you know, that's good. If the stress is above 50, which hopefully it never gets it, but it will be. It usually does. He won't consume any of my food, right? So when I feed him food, you know, I won't consume it, and he'll still get healed. Oh, he just got a bad one. He gets less health if he's below 50%. That really sucks, honestly. If anytime you want them to do more damage, is when they are low, because that's when you need to clutch up, you know. But it's alright. We can remove those in the future.
Welcome home.
It's a
Such
caretaker.
as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So the caretaker is just saying these people are now part of like my crew, right? I'm the one. I'm not. See, it's like you're the one leading a crew through the dungeons. You don't exactly are any of the people in the crew. You're just leading them. You see this quest goals here. I think these are like kind of like the bosses. A lot of them. I guess I don't know. I never really made it that far. I haven't even made it to the Apprentice Necromancer. That's like the first boss. I didn't even make it that far. So how far will we make it in this playthrough? Well, I like to finish the game. If you know, if people are liking it and I'm really enjoying it, you know, there's New Game Plus with this game, just like in Dark Souls and a lot of games nowadays. A lot of games are getting these where it ups the ante, makes it more difficult. higher level stuff. I don't know how that's going to be, but if we get through the game and win, without too much of a struggle, and people, you know, you guys are enjoying this, you know, I'll go ahead. I'll ask if we want to do New Game Plus, and if you guys want it, you know, we'll do it. But as you can see here, you can get help, blah blah blah. Here's a stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So this obviously is where you heroes, you're not so much soldiers, but you know, the people that you take on the adventures with you. You see there's many different, that's not even all the classes, there's probably another couple rows maybe. As you can see, I'm pretty sure every time, oh, Vestal, that's what it's called. Every time you start, I'm pretty sure you get the Plague Doctor and Vestal. You want him, you just go, you drag him, bloop.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And you can upgrade your stagecoach here with the deeds, crests, portraits, and busts. They all go towards upgrading these buildings and whatnot. So what I do want to do is immediately I want to increase the size of our roster. I think actually we can just get both of these out of the way now.
More arrive,
that's what I like to do.
Seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
As you can see, a lot of time when you do stuff, the caretaker, the narrator, he interacts with you, and it's really nice. A really good voice actor. As I said, the artwork is really gothic, but you know, it looks really nice. It fits the vibe of the game. It's really nice. And see over here, here's like your hot bar of all the different towns, so you don't have to get out and go to them. But I'm gonna get out and go to them anyways, just so you can kind of see the place more. This is the memoirs.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Here you can see the actually the cinematics and whatnot of the story. So what I'm gonna do after I'm done, I'm gonna play this, record it, throw it in there where I accidentally skipped, and yeah, actually I'll just play it now.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So that's the part you guys missed. That's when you first start up your playthrough, like your your save. So on to the next buildings, whatnot. Graveyard. Obviously.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
This obviously is where your dead go. So let's say Reynold ended up dying. We'd see around here on the right, where that blank space is. I really wish I had my cursor on right now. It makes it so much easier. I'm gonna turn that back on. You would see Reynold. His name is level. I think how long you had him. I can't remember. It's been a while. And these you'll unlock as you do a couple. I think the next mission you do, it's kind of a tutorial mission. You unlock most of these. That's a tavern. Blacksmith. After a couple missions, you have all of these unlocked, and we'll cover those when we unlock them. But for now, this has been Darkest Dungeon. This video is a little long, not gonna lie, but that's mostly because, you know, we're showing the prologue and stuff. I'm gonna try to keep these around 15 minutes. This, unlike Pokemon, you know, I can just cut it up, you know. And later on we get, you know, sometimes there's certain missions that you camp out during the dungeon, and there's probably a couple times later on there's probably missions we get to camp out a couple nights. So the dungeon itself could probably get up to 10-15 minutes long. I don't know though. I'm assuming though. I'm not gonna be mad if it is, cause it's really cool. But yeah, this game I can really just chop up at the 15-minute mark. Take the rest of the clip, put in the next episode. Unlike Pokemon, you know, Pokemon you kind of it's not really like a 15-minute episode type of game. But we will be finishing it up here. So a little bit of gameplay. You'll see some more of these guys right over here. You'll see some more with old Lysiux and Pontchartrain. As you can see, they start with their own traits as well. This guy has two good ones. That's really good. That's not so good because the death blow. Yeah. Well, you see his stats and whatnot. You can see all those abilities you can unlock. The camping skills is what I mean by camping. It shows you preferred position, so you kind of know. So it tells you where you kind of want to place them depending on the skills you're taking with them. And you can change names here. So let's say we named him cool guy. Like, you know, you can change names and everything. So if there's some really weird name, you know, we could change it. Same as kind of like nicknaming in Pokemon. What? Nicknaming in Pokemon. So yeah. So if you guys are hyped for some more, you know, leave a like, whatever. Come back to the next episode. With this Pokemon will be continuing. I just haven't been recording for a while. I'm getting back into it though. So we're gonna be dropping this and Pokemon weekly. I want to do at least every other day for this. So like, let's say Mondays theoretically Darkest Dungeon, Tuesday Pokemon, Wednesday Darkest Dungeon. So maybe not on the weekends. At least during the weekdays, like the work week, Monday through Friday, we'll at least drop at least 2 episodes of Pokemon. Actually, we'll drop another episode of Pokemon on Saturdays. I probably won't upload on Sundays. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends how much I record, honestly, on my free time. But yeah, that will be the plan. If we add a new game to the kind of a roster of our channel, you know, we'll upload it along with the planned uploads for the Pokemon Dark Dungeon. You know, maybe we'll upload it only on Fridays. Maybe we'll upload it with Darkest Dungeon. You know, who knows? We'll keep Darkest Dungeon and Pokemon staple. I'll try my hardest to keep it stable and consistent. If we add something else to the recording repertoire, the roster, you know, I'll find a date for it. I'll find like maybe Friday some. Who knows? You know, we might be adding a game very soon. You know, Steam Summer Sale's coming up, so you just gotta stick around and see if a game is showing up. And if you guys have any recommendations for Steam Summer Sale, like any indie games, you know, tell me. You know, leave in the comments section and whatnot. But for now, I'll be seeing you in the next time.